When it comes to the definition of acids and bases, majorly there are three theories. First one is Arrhenius theory, second one is Bronsted theory or Laurie-Bronsted theory, and third one is Lewis theory of acids and bases. Let us first discuss about Arrhenius theory. According to this theory, acid is a substance which dissociates in water to give H plus ions or H3O plus ions. Example, when HCl is put into water, it splits to give H plus aqueous ions and Cl minus aqueous ions. According to Arrhenius theory, base is a substance which dissociates in water to give OH minus ions. Example, when sodium hydroxide is put into water, it splits to give Na plus ions and OH minus ions. As a whole, we can tell Arrhenius theory gives the definition of acids and bases in terms of H plus and OH minus ions respectively. Second theory is Laurie-Bronsted theory. According to this theory, acids are H plus donors. Example, HCl when put into water donates H plus ions, so HCl is a Bronsted acid. Observe, all Bronsted acids are Arrhenius acids and vice versa because definition remains more or less same in both the theories for acids. According to Bronsted theory, bases are H plus acceptors. Example, when ammonia is treated with H plus ion, it gets converted to ammonium ion. Here, ammonia is not having OH minus in it, so ammonia cannot act as Arrhenius base but is a Bronsted base. With this, we can make a statement that all Bronsted bases are not Arrhenius bases, but all Arrhenius bases are Bronsted bases because Arrhenius bases are capable of accepting H plus ions. As a whole, Bronsted theory gives the definitions of acids and bases in terms of H plus. Last theory is Lewis theory. According to this theory, acids are electron acceptors and bases are electron donors. Example for Lewis acid is BH3, that is boron hydride, and for Lewis base is ammonia. Lone pair of electron sitting on nitrogen in ammonia can be donated to the empty orbital of boron in BH3. In this manner, BH3 accepted electrons and ammonia donated electrons. This theory gave us the definition of acids and bases in terms of electrons. This information is extra for 10th ICSE board. Let us discuss about Arrhenius acid in detail. According to this theory, acid is a substance which dissociates in water to give H plus aqueous ions. Example, when HCl gas is passed into water, it splits to give H plus ion surrounded by water molecules and Cl minus ion surrounded by water molecules. When we write this change in the form of equation, HCl gas plus water liquid giving H plus aqueous ion and Cl minus aqueous ion. Aqua means water. So, in H plus aqueous, we have H plus and water molecules. If we add these two, we get H3O plus ion. H plus aqueous and H3O plus, both of them are same. So, we can rewrite this equation as HCl gas plus water liquid giving H3O plus aqueous ion and Cl minus aqueous ion. H3O plus aqueous ion is called as hydronium ion. So, acid is a substance which dissociates in water to give H plus aqueous ions or hydronium ions. According to Arrhenius, base is a substance which dissociates to give OH minus ions. Example, when sodium hydroxide is put into water, it splits to give Na plus ion and OH minus ion. OH minus ion is called as hydroxyl ion. Under bases, we have two categories, water-soluble bases and water-insoluble bases. Water-soluble bases are called as alkalis. Examples, sodium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, etc. Water insoluble bases are called as simply bases. Examples: lead hydroxide, zinc hydroxide, ferrous hydroxide, etc. With these examples, we can quote, all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. At 10th level, we will be majorly concentrating on alkalis. One more definition for acid and base is given in Dalal textbook, which complements the definitions we have already learnt. According to these definitions, acid is a compound which when dissolved in water yields hydronium ion as the only positive ion. Base is a compound which reacts with H plus or H3O plus of an acid to give salt and water only. Example: HCl when put into water gives hydronium ion as the only positive ion. On the other side, when sodium hydroxide is made to react with H plus of HCl acid, it gives sodium chloride salt and water as the only products. Under this definition of base, we can even consider basic compound copper oxide also as base. Copper oxide reacts with HCl to give copper chloride salt and water. Few more examples for acid and base are listed here.